When I was putting this together, I was thinking, what is going to be left for me to say, as I'm sure it will all have been covered. Perhaps to the point you were making about sort of, money flows to where it feels safe and it feels private. And I'm just picking up on that. I want to talk a little bit about data flows to where it feels safe and where it feels private. So that's really all I'm going to cover. A summary with an analogy and then a little bit about safety and trust. If we start with a particular mindset, which is this agile, this DevOps, this MVP, this broad vision, which also we heard with Uber, we can move into other markets and other products, and we are not constrained in our thinking, in our culture, or in what the market accepts that we can do. We need to obviously optimize operations and make sure that things are really fundamentally, we're moving towards a real-time world, and we need to be able to create new revenue opportunities. There is no room for complacency in any of our industries, and particularly at the moment. And when we look at most industries, and I think this industry is the same, we actually are rather more constrained in our people and our culture and our processes and our technology to what we were, not necessarily what we will be. Now, you think about the sort of semi-autonomous investor. Why can it not be? I think we've heard it today, where this thing that they're using, be it the computer, the phone, whatever the endpoint is, and they don't really need to worry about anything. But just at the right time, it says, hang on a minute, Brexit ahead. Turn left, Trump, towers. Now, it might be that it says you need to pull in for a service. What does that mean? It means you actually go and meet your advisor. And you get the personal piece. It's exactly the same sort of stuff, technology, that's delivering this capability. And so what we sort of believe, wholly agree with what people have said here today, is it's about the sort of centaur. It's the combination, as we heard before, of the person getting digital superpowers combined with the rich interactive experience. You are building the right blend of experiences between the two. And then we can start to change perhaps business models as well. Because we've got this sort of cloud-based, let's call it banking as a service, call it what you will, we've got this deep and continuous engagement, if you're following me. The car, the driving, deep and continuous engagement, the same in financial services. And we're looking, again, at the customer persona, not just at the segment. We're looking at that individual, that person driving down that road in that moment and the issues they're facing. And we're looking for them the next best action, the short-term goals towards their next step of financial wellness. But one of the things, back to the point about trust, if you like, the money flows to where it's safe and where it's private, we find the same with data. So we haven't spoken at all today about the cloud, because when you go back to your office and you say, right, how can we do all these great things we've heard about, you're stuck with a lot of legacy technology that's going to stop you from achieving good things. And the born in the cloud people, the people that are your kind of nimble competitors, are using this hyperscale cloud technology because it means they can focus on the business process and not worry about all that technology gobbledygook. So when you go back to your offices, I know you'll face people saying, this is going to be hard to deliver. I just want you to think about the cloud options.
Thank you.